Hello students, welcome back to online classes. So this session we will discuss some of the previous year questions in Neet CT, that is reproductive health chapter. So exercise 2, page number 126, page number 126. Some of the NCERT exemplar questions we are discussing here, right? Increased IMR and MMR in a population will increased IMR, right? Increased IMR and MMR. Increased IMR and MMR. What happens? The population will be in a population will be. What happens in population? They are given causes rapid increase in population growth. Causes rapid increase in the population growth. First, we know that what is IMR and MMR. You know that IMR means infant mortality rate. Infant mortality rate. That means the rate of death, right? So death rate, mortality means what? It is the death of what? Of infant, of child. Their rate, that is IMR. MMR means what? MMR means maternal mortality rate. Maternal mortality rate. What do you mean maternal? Mother mortality means death cases in the mother death cases rate. So these IMR and MMR will be increased. What happens? There is no rapid increase in the population, right? So first option is not the answer. Has given that causes rapid increase in population growth. That is wrong. There is no increase in the population growth. What happens? If IMR and MMR increases, what happens? So there is no increase in the population growth. Population growth will decreases, right? Second option has given. Second option result in decline in growth rate. Result in decline. Decline is decrease in the growth rate. That is correct, right? Result in the decline. That means what happens in the population? In the population, if IMR and MMR increases, automatically the growth rate will be decreases. Growth rate will be decreases in a population. So third option, not cause significant changes in a growth rate. So that is not answer. Why? Because there is a significant changes that occurs. What happens? There is a decrease in the growth rate. Decrease in the growth rate automatically. So that is the changes. Changes means what? Either increase or decrease. Growth rate, right? In a population. That's why. So there is a cause, not cause significant change in the growth rate as well. So that is not the answer. Next, fourth one, result in population explosion. No population growth, no growth rate. So growth rate is not increases. So there is no growth rate means no population explosion. No population explosion. ಜನಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಸ್ಫೋಟ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ IMR MMR ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಮೆಟರ್ನಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಟಾಲಿಟಿ ರೇಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಂಟ್ ಮಾರ್ಟಾಲಿಟಿ ರೇಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಶಿಶುಗಳು ಸಾಯ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಮರಣ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. ತಾಯಿ ಮರಣ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ automatically population growth or growth rate in a population decreases, declines, right? So that result in there is no explosion, population explosion. Population will be start decreasing, right? That's why option B is the right answer. Second one, result in decline in growth. That is the right answer. NCERT example questions. Right? Next. Intensely lactating mother do not generally conceive due to the intensely lactating mother. Lactating mother mother, intense lactating mother. So if mother do not generally conceive, do not generally conceive. What do you mean conceive? Pregnancy, right? Do not generally conceive during intense lactation. First, you have to remember during intense lactation there is no menstrual cycle, absence of menstrual cycle during intense lactation after parturition. What do you mean parturition? The process of delivery of a baby was called as parturition process. Right? So during intense lactation, feeding time, feeding period to child by the mother, right? During that time, there is no menstrual cycle. Why no menstrual cycle? Because there is a hormonal variations here. The first option, suppression in gonadotropins. Suppression in gonadotropins. Gonadotropins. Now, gonadotropins is what? Gonadotropins, FSH and LH, right? Follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. Remember, these are involved in gonadal activity. That's why these are called gonadal hormones. Right? So here what happens? So follicle stimulating hormone. So that involved in the follicular development. Involved in the follicular development. Stimulate the follicular development in the ovary. LH hormone. So LH hormone play an important role that cause LH surge. Why the LH surge is essential? LH surge means what? We are discussing human reproduction, menstrual cycle concept, LH surge. Exactly on the 14th day of menstrual cycle, 14th day of menstrual cycle, where rapid increase in the luteinizing hormone leads to maximum level, what we call as LH surge. This causes rupturing of Graphian follicle. Rupturing of Graphian follicle leads to induces the ovulation process. What do you mean by ovulation? The process of release of ovum from ruptured Graphian follicle or from the ovary. Simply what we call as ovulation. So ovulation means the release of ovum. That's why these process will be not occurs. Why? Because there is no secretion, proper secretion, or the secretion of FSH and LH will be suppressed, right? So that suppression of gonadotropin during intense lactation, the woman generally, the lactating mothers do not generally conceive, right? So second option, hypersecretion of gonadotropin, that is wrong. Suppression of gametic transport, that is also wrong. Suppression of fertilization, so here there is no conceivation, there is no ovulation, right? So there is no fertilization. That's why suppression of gonadotropins. First one, it is the right answer. Suppression of gonadotropin hormones during intense lactation. So lactating mother, they are not generally conceived, not generally pregnancy because of lack of ovulation, lack of menstrual cycle, right? So suppression and increase of FSH. Why menstrual cycle not occurs? Why ovulation not occurs? Because there is no FSH and LH secretion. So decrease or suppression the secretion of these gonadotropins. So next here. So 14th question. Sterilization techniques are generally foolproof methods of contraception with least side effects. Sterilization techniques are generally foolproof methods of contraception with least side effects. Yet, this is the last option for the couples because sterilization technique is developed here. Permanent contraceptive methods. Permanent contraceptive methods or permanent contraceptive methods. These are also called sterilization methods. Sterilization methods. What are those? There are two permanent, right, contraceptive methods or sterilization methods. One is vasectomy. Vasectomy. Second one is tubectomy. Vasectomy and tubectomy. These are permanent contraceptive methods. Right? What do you mean by contraception? Prevention of conception is called contraception, and the scientific method we are adapting for contraception, what we call as contraceptive methods. Right? So vasectomy, it is a male sterilization. Male sterilization. Tubectomy, it is a female sterilization. Female sterilization. So this methods, permanent contraceptive methods, these are the last options for contraception by the couples. You know, in case of vasectomy, a small portion of vasa difference will be cut and retied. Cut and retied here. Right? Here tubectomy, a small portion of fallopian tube is cut and retied. So this provides foolproof for what? For less side effect. Less side effect ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಅನ್ಕೋತೀವಿ. ಅದು ಫುಲ್ ಪ್ರೂಫ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತನ್ನದೇ ಆಗಿರತಕ್ಕ ಒಂದು ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟ ಪ್ರೂಫ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ. ಸೊ ಲೆಸ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರೂಫ್ಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಬೈ ದ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಸೆಪ್ಟಿವ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಎಟ್ ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ this is the last option for contraception by the couples. Because okay, why? Because you know that they are given option. It is almost irreversible. Remember, irreversible method. Right? Of course, where permanent contraceptive methods, they are poor reversibility. Poor. That means they are generally irreversible methods. Remember. Right? So rarely reversible. That means poor in reversibility. But that's why it is irreversible in nature. First thing. Second reason why the couples they are take the last option for the contraception is because of the misconception that will reduce sexual urge or drive. Sexual drive or urge means what? Sexual feeling of an individual. So if the misconception occurs that will reduces the sexual feeling of the individual by adapting the permanent contraceptive methods. These are the last options by the couples, because these permanent contraceptive methods, they are the misconception. What happens? That will reduce the sexual urge. Sexual urge means sexual drive, sexual feeling of an individual, strong feeling about the sexual behaviors. That is reduced by permanent contraceptive methods. The third reason why the couples they go for last option, that is sterilization methods, it is a surgical procedure. Remember, it is a surgical procedure. Of course, it is a surgical procedure using surgical instrument. Operational methods, permanent contraceptive methods, where male sterilization, in case of vasectomy, a small portion of vasa difference will be cut and retied by making a small incision in the scrotum part. For example, this is the testis, this is the scrotum portion. Remember, right? Scrotum portion. By making a small incision the scrotum, where vasa difference will be cut and retied. Right? So through the specifically in case of tubectomy, a small portion of fallopian tube is cut and retied. Fallopian tube, right? Through a small incision, either so through the umbilicus or directly to uterus portion, right? That's why this is a surgical procedures. Permanent contraceptives or surgical procedures. And fourth reason is that lack of sufficient facilities in many parts of the countries. Remember, because of what? Why they are chosen last option for permanent contraceptive methods by the couple is because lack of sufficient facilities. For what? For permanent contraceptive methods. Right? In many parts of the country. So these are the reasons. Of course, all the correct reasons where the couples they are choose a last option for permanent contract, that is the permanent contraceptive methods or sterilization methods. Right? So because of these reasons, because this is almost irreversible in nature, once sterilization methods will be adopted by the couples, there is no further pregnancy, there is no further fertilization, and there is no the semen containing the sperm, right, during coitus process. So, and the misconception will reduce sexual urge, automatically reduces the sexual urge, sexual feeling of the organism, that is the individual. It is a surgical procedure, of course. It is operation methods using surgical instruments, cut and retied, and the lack of sufficient facilities in the country or any parts of the country. Because of these reasons, couples choose a last option, that is permanent contraceptive methods. Generally, they are choosing the temporary contraceptive methods like natural methods, barrier methods, implant devices, oral contraceptive methods, implants, injectables, right? Like that. So here. So choose the correct option. So fourth option will be 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. All the correct answers. So option 4 is the right answer. Option 4 is the right answer. Next. Emergency contraceptives are effective if used. That means if knowingly, unknowingly, the couples during after coitus, if they are doubt about fertilization, if they are doubt about conceive, then they are go for emergency contraceptive methods in the form of pills, right? Pills. So those are highly effective, which are taken 72 hours after coitus, after sexual intercourse or after coitus. If they are taken the emergency contraceptives, then they are highly effective. They can reduce the chances of fertilization process, right, or chances of pregnancy, generally pregnancy, right? That's why emergency contraceptives are effective if used within 72 hours after coitus. Remember, after coitus, not ovulation, not menstruation, not implantation. That's why first option is the right answer. Next. Choose the right one among the statements given below. Right statements among the. So what is the statements? ಯಾವ right statement ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. IUDs, intrauterine devices. Remember, IUDs means what? Intrauterine devices. Intrauterine devices. These are ideal contraceptive methods, right? Are generally inserted by user herself. This is the wrong statement. Remember, intrauterine devices, they are inserted by the doctors or expert nurse. Remember, not they are inserted herself by the women or by the female individuals. Intrauterine devices, they are generally inserted by the doctors or expert nurse, not by herself, right? That is not the correct statement. It's a wrong statement. Next, intrauterine devices increases phagocytosis reaction in the uterus. That is correct. Intrauterine devices that increases the phagocytosis of what? Of sperm. of sperm within uterus. Within uterus, remember, within uterus. That is correct statement, right statement. It suppress gametogenesis. Third option, it suppress the gametogenesis. That is wrong. Intrauterine device is not involved in the suppression of gametogenesis. What do you mean by gametogenesis? Gametogenesis, the process of formation of gametes or the production of gametes. Where is male gametogenesis? That is generally called spermatogenesis. Female gametogenesis, it is called oogenesis process. But these devices not involved in the are not interfere with the gametogenesis process. Remember, so these intrauterine devices either non-mediated, copper-mediated, or hormone-mediated intrauterine devices. They are mainly involved in phagocytosis of sperm within a uterus, release of copper ion that suppress the motility of the sperm and fertilizing capacity, right? And these are involved in the make unsuitable uterus unsuitable for implantation by the hormonal mediated intrauterine devices, but they are not involved in they are not interfere with the gametogenesis process. That's why. So this is the wrong statement. Intrauterine devices, fourth one, intrauterine devices once inserted need not to be replaced. Need not to be replaced. That is wrong, right? So that is also wrong statement. So inserted need not to be replaced. That is wrong. Whenever the couples they wanted to be a child, then they are replaced or they are removed the intrauterine device. These are temporary methods, right? That's why the second option they increases the phagocytosis reaction in the uterus. The right statement regarding intrauterine devices. Next. Condoms are one of the most popular contraceptives because the following reasons. You know, condoms, these are barrier methods. These are temporary barrier contraceptive methods. Remember. So, barrier methods. Temporary methods are barrier methods. Temporary methods are temporary methods. They are natural methods, barrier methods, intrauterine devices, oral contraceptions or oral contraceptive methods, all those kinds. So with respect to barrier methods like condoms, femidoms, female condoms is also called femidoms, female condoms, right? So these are most popular contraceptive methods. What is the reason? The following reason. These are effective barriers for insemination. Remember, these are effective barriers. Effective barriers. If there is an insemination occurs, what do you mean insemination? Where the process of transfer of the sperm into the female reproductive tract. So that there is no chances here, because insemination occurs, the semen or sperm they are present within a barrier, within a condoms. There is no release of the semen or sperm into the female uterus or reproductive tract. So they do not interfere with the coital act. Of course, correct. They are not interfering with the coital act. If the coitus occurs normally, these are not interfere with the normal coitus. They do not suppress the sexual urge, sexual drive of an organism, or do not decrease the sexual feeling while coitus by these condoms. That's why these help in reducing the risk of sexually transmitted diseases. Of course, correct. STD stands for sexually transmitted diseases. Sexually transmitted diseases. These are also called venereal diseases, right? Or also called reproductive tract infection, RTI, reproductive tract infections. So because of use of these barrier methods like condoms, where there is a direct contact of male reproductive, that means male external genitalia, that is penis, and female reproductive system, that is uterus, they are not directly contact because there is a presence of barriers like condoms. So that the chances of infection like sexually transmitted diseases is not possible, not possible. That's why these are the reasons why the condoms they are highly effective as a contraceptive methods. All of the above is the right answer, right? So fourth one is the right answer. Next, the correct surgical procedure as a contraceptive method. The correct surgical procedure. Main question ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ಜಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಸೆಪ್ಟಿವ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದು ವ್ಯಾಸಕ್ಟಮಿ ಎಂಡೋಮೆಕ್ಟಮಿ these are permanent contraceptive methods remember ನೋಡಿ ovariotomy hysterectomy vasectomy castration so vasectomy right that question vasectomy the right answer next diaphragms are contraceptive devices diaphragms of course these are also so here condoms so cervical wards diaphragms cervical wards diaphragms these are female contraceptives right female contraceptives used by females choose the correct option from the statement given below. They are introduced into the uterus. They are placed to cover the cervical region. That is the correct option. They act as physical barrier for sperm entry. That is also correct reason. They act as permissional agents. That is wrong. That's why second one and third one. The correct answer is second one and the third one. That's why option 3 is good. Option 3 is the right answer. Right? These are NCERT example questions. Let's go to exercise 3. Exercise 3, page number 132. Exercise 3, page number 132. Exercise 3. Right? Previous AITMT or Neet questions. So see. Which of the following is hormone releasing IUD? Which of the following is hormone releasing IUD? You know that intrauterine devices IUDs means what? Intrauterine devices. Intrauterine devices they are classified as 3 types. One is non-mediated intrauterine devices. For example, lippus loop. It is an example for non-mediated intrauterine devices. These are involved in the phagocytosis of sperm within a uterus. Copper mediated intrauterine devices. For example, CUT, copper T, CU7, copper 7, multi-node 375. These are what? These are copper mediated intrauterine devices where the release of copper ion that automatically they can involve in the suppression of sperm motility. Remember, copper mediated intrauterine devices, they are, what is the function here? Role suppression of sperm motility and fertilizing capacity. Remember, right? So one more is there, that is hormone releasing intrauterine devices. For example, lysergens, LNG 20, lysergens 20, progestosert. Remember, progestosert, LNG 20. These are hormone mediated intrauterine devices that can make the uterus unsuitable for implantation. Right? Hormone mediated intrauterine devices. What are the options here? CU7 first option. What is this? This is copper mediated. So LNG20. So this is hormone mediated. Multi-node 375. This is also copper mediated. Lipus loop. This is non-mediated. That's why the answer LNG20. Second one is already. Second one is the right answer. LNG20 is the hormonal mediated or hormone releasing intrauterine devices. Next, which of the following is incorrect regarding vasectomy? What do you mean by vasectomy? Vasectomy is the male sterilization method. It's a permanent contraceptive method. Remember, where a small portion of vasa deferens is cut and retied as surgical procedure. What is the incorrect regarding the vasectomy? It is irreversible sterility. Of course, vasectomy, it is a irreversible, rarely reversibility or fully reversibility. That's why it is irreversible in nature. No sperm occurs in seminal fluid. That is correct. Because of vasectomy, where a small portion of vasa deferens is cut and retied. Here, if the sperms they are produced in the seminiferous tubule, what is the pathway for transport of the sperm? Where all the seminiferous tubule are connected to retail testis. This is retail testis to vasa efferentia to epididymis. Remember, epididymis to the vasa deferens. Where remember here seminal plasma that contains semen, where there is a release of the semen. Remember, but no sperm occurs in the seminal fluid. Remember, no sperm occurs in the seminal fluid. This is correct. Why? Because if the coitus occurs with the release of semen, but semen do not contain sperm. Why? Because sperm they are not reaches the seminal plasma. Because of what? Because there is a cut in the vasa deferens. There is no the sperms, they are written here only and they are disintegrated afterwards. There is no transport of the sperm. And there is no mixing with the seminal plasma. That is semen, to form semen. Right? That's why that is also correct. No sperm occurs in epididymis. That is wrong. The sperms they are present in epididymis. Remember, once the sperms they are produced by the seminiferous tubules, they are reaches the vasa efferentia to retail testis. Epididymis to vasa efferentia. This is vasa efferentia or efferent ductiles, and they are present. Maturation in the epididymis. Remember, they are sperm present in the epididymis. So this is not correct with respect to vasectomy. Vasa deferens is cut and tied. That is correct. Vasa deferens is cut and tied. That's why option 3 is the right answer. No sperm occurs in epididymis is the instruction. Next, embryo with more than 16 blastomeres. Embryo with more than 16 blastomeres formed due to in vitro fertilization is transferred into equilibrium. You know, embryos of 16 blastomeres. Each cells these are called blastomeres. You know, once fertilization occurs, this zygote, diploid zygote undergo mitotic cleavage to produce us 16 blastomere cells. What is this? This is 2, 4, 6, 8. Like this again. So these are what? These are blastomeres. For example, I will say like this for our convenience. So right. So this 16 blastomere embryo is transferred after in vitro fertilization. IVF. In vitro fertilization, this embryo is transferred to uterus for what? For implantation. For implantation. What is the implantation? The process of attachment of blastocyst or embryo to the uterine wall, endometrial wall of uterus, called as implantation process. So it will be transferred to uterus, not the cervix, fallopian tube, fibri, and the name. So uterus is the next. In context on amniocentesis, which of the following statement is incorrect? In context to amniocentesis, which of the following statement is incorrect? Incorrect statement. Notice, it can be used to detect the cleft palate. It can be used to detect the cleft palate. Cleft palate is the opening during birth, opening of the roof of the mouth. Of the mouth or lips, what we call as cleft palate. So cleft palate detection madake, no, it is incorrect. It is usually done when the woman between 14 to 16 weeks pregnant. 14 to 16 weeks pregnant, that is correct. It is used for prenatal sex determination, amniocentesis. It is fetal sex determination. Remember, it is a fetal sex determination. Remember, based on what? Based on chromosomal pattern. By taking the amniotic fluid, that surrounds the womb, right? Amnion. That's why it is a prenatal sex determination, right? A fetal sex determination based on the chromosomal pattern. If it contains reduction, it contains XX bar bodies, then it is a female. 2X chromosomes. X and Y is male. So it can be used to detect the Down syndrome. Of course, amniocentesis is not only for fetal sex determination, it is also to detect the metabolic disorders, chromosomal disorders like Down syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, Turner syndrome, all those kinds. That's why. So first one is the incorrect statement. Next, which of the following approaches does not give the defined action of contraceptive? Which of the following matches or ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಸೆಪ್ಟಿವ್ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಾಗೆ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ವ್ಯಾಖ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವುದು ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ವ್ಯಾಸಕ್ಟಮಿ prevent spermatogenesis, that is wrong. What do you mean vasectomy? It is a mere sterilization method. A small portion of vasa deferens is cut and retired. It is not prevents the spermatogenesis. Incorrectly they are defined action with respect to contraceptive methods. Barrier methods prevent fertilization. Of course, barrier methods like condoms, spermadomes, all those they can prevent the barrier fertilization. Intrauterine devices increase the phagocytosis of sperm, that is correct. Suppress the sperm motility and fertilization capacity of sperm, that is also correct. By the proper using IUDs, we are discussing. Hormonal contraceptives prevent the or retard the entry of the sperm, prevent ovulation and fertilization. Hormone mediated contraceptive methods, right? So hormone prevent ovulation, fertilization, entry of the sperm, retard the sperm motility. So iveಲ್ಲ correct ಇದೆ definition ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ vasectomy is the so prevent spermatogenesis ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, that is not give the defined action of the contraceptive. Next, a childless couple can be assisted to have a child through a technique called gamete intrafallopian transfer. What do you mean GIFT? Gamete full form of GFT means gamete intrafallopian transfer. Gamete intrafallopian transfer. That is what a ovum or ova is a gamete transfer to into the fallopian tube, into the fallopian tube. Remember, into the fallopian tube, transfer to the fallopian tube. Right? That's what is gamete intrafallopian transfer. Next question. Which of the following viruses are not transferred to the semen and infected male? Chikungunya virus, Ebola, hepatitis B, deficiency virus is a chikungunya. Next. Which of the following does not sexually transmitted diseases? Now the trichomoniasis is a sexual transmitted disease caused by Trichomonas vaginalis. Trichomoniasis, which is caused by Trichomonas vaginalis. Remember, because scientific name subordinate line the first letter is capital, second letter is small. Rules of binomial nomenclature. First you see the living word. Right? Remember. Encephalitis is not a sexual transmitted disease. Syphilis. Treponema palladium. Next, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Caused by human immunodeficiency virus. Right? Gonorrhea, Neisseria gonorrhea. Remember, right? So human papilloma virus, that is genital herpes. Genital warts. Right? So that's why encephalitis is not the sexually transmitted diseases. Assisted reproductive technology IVF involves the transfer of ovum into the fallopian tube. In vitro fertilization almele zygote into the fallopian tube, zygote to uterus, zygote the embryo with 16 blastoma into the fallopian tube anta kodidane. Nodi alli embryo 16 blastoma is transferred to what? Transferred to uterus. So zygote into the fallopian tube, in vitro fertilization transfer, right? In vitro fertilization. Next, which of the following is hormonal IUD? Question repeat agide. So 2014 repeat agide. LNG 20, right? That's the Jones 20. Multiple 375. It is a copper IUD. Cervical caps, cervical walls, diaphragms. These are another methods, right? So walls, these are female contraceptive methods. Next, tubectomy is a method in which, what do you mean by tubectomy? A small part of fallopian tube is removed and tied up. That is correct. So first one is correct. The second one is ovaries are removed surgically. Wrong. Small pores part of the vasa deferens removed and tied up. This is called vasectomy, not tubectomy. Uterus is removed surgically. It is wrong, right? Artificial insemination means what? Artificial insemination means artificial introduction of sperm of the healthy donor into the vagina. That is correct, right? So option 1, put in the name. These are the right answer. 14th question. Which of the following cannot be detected in a developing fetus by amniocentesis? Down syndrome, it is detected. Jaundice is not detected by the amniocentesis test, right? Klinefelter syndrome, sex of the fetus is correct. No, Down syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, sex of the fetus is determined by amniocentesis test, but the jaundice is not determined by the amniocentesis, right? Today's 17th question. Medical termination of pregnancy. Medical termination, MTP. This concept ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ಸರಿ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಬರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸಿಟಿ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ನೀಟ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಎಂಟಿಪಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೇಳತಕ್ಕಂತ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇದೆ ಈ ಬಾರಿ. ಎಂಟಿಪಿ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೆಗ್ನೆನ್ಸಿ. ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೆಗ್ನೆನ್ಸಿ. What do you mean by medical termination of pregnancy? Where volunteer termination of pregnancy before full term. Volunteer termination of pregnancy before full term. That means before completion of gestation period. So that is safer period in the first trimester, right? During first trimester, especially here. So first trimester means 12 weeks. 12 weeks. 12 weeks is safer. MTP is considered safer up to many weeks of the pregnancy. That is 12 weeks. 12 weeks. That means first trimester. Next, which one of the following is the most widely accepted method of contraception in India at present? So cervical caps, tulectomy, diaphragms, IUDs. Remember, intrauterine devices. These are most accepted contraceptive methods in India because these are ideal contraceptives. Ideal contraceptive methods. Right? Where they are eco-friendly, they are cost-effective, less or zero side effect, easily available. Right? These are the characteristic features of ideal contraceptives. That's why IUDs they can fulfill all these characters. So these are widely used contraceptive methods in India present. Right? IUDs. Copper ion released from the copper releasing intrauterine devices. What is the function? Copper ions make suppress the sperm motility and fertilizing capacity. Remember, copper ions suppress sperm motility and fertilizing capacity. Remember, this is the role of copper releasing IUDs as a contraceptive method, as an intrauterine devices. So that's why, so option 3, put it in option 3 is the right answer. What is the amniocentesis? So detecting the sex of the unborn fetus, artificial insemination, transfer of embryo into the uterus of the surrogate mother, detecting any genetic abnormalities. With the permissible use of technique. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಮ್ನಿಯೋಸೆಂಟಸಿಸ್ ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಪರ್ಮಿಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಟೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಎನಿ ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ ಅಬ್ನಾರ್ಮಾಲಿಟೀಸ್ genetic disorders, chromosomal disorders like Down syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, Turner syndrome, detection ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ permissible ಇದೆ, but fetus examination ಗೆ permission ಇಲ್ಲ, remember, right? So you know that, so these are all the questions. Detecting any genetic abnormality, right? So that's why fourth one is the right answer. Next 22nd question ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಈ ತರ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ಸರಿ ರೈಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನೋಡಿ methods, they are given four methods and the functions. Contraception ಯಾವ ತರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So one is the pill. Second one is condom, the barrier one. Third one is vasectomy. Fourth one is D, that is copper T. Actually, as given D, C, D, A, right? What is the mode of action? What is here? Mode of action. These are method. What is the mode of action here? Prevent. Mode of action is prevent sperms reaching cervix. Prevent implantation. Prevent ovulation. Semen contains no sperm. Right? Sperms. So here the pill oral contraceptive methods, they can prevent the ovulation. Remember, ovulation is prevented by using the method. Contraceptive method is oral contraceptive method, that is the form of tablet which we call pills. Right? Condoms, they can prevent the sperm reaching the cervix because these are what? These are so barrier methods. 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4th one. Vasectomy means what? A small portion of vas deferens is cut and retied so that semen does not contain any sperm. Remember, copper T. What is the function of copper T? Where copper T prevent implantation. Right? So that's why here option 3 is put in A 3, B that is 1, C that is fourth one, D that is second one. So this is the right answer. So these are all some of the questions, previous year questions, right? So many more are there. Based on these questions, you have to build the what type of questions they are given. The previous year questions ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಯಾವ ತರ questions ಅನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕು. ಆ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಓದ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, right? Repeating we will discuss in the next class, right? Thank you.